Good day, good day, good day. After a long time. Yeah, the last time I think I uploaded a video was sometime last year. Yeah, it has been hectic, but let's see what we can do this year. Hopefully, I'll be able to upload one video at least once a week or once in 2 weeks. Let's see how we can squeeze um, somehow time and make these videos possible. Today I want us to talk about cloud. I've been busy with cloud now recently, and I've been spending less and less time on Linux and Solaris and Unix. So today I want us to talk about something very small. Other people, they think it's not significant, but it is very important in cloud. And I'm going to talk about AWS cloud. Of course, that's the only cloud that I'm experienced in. This service, or this small thing in AWS, is called a tag. Tagging your resources is very, very important. Tagging your instances, very, very important. Let me make an example. Let's say you are working for a very big company, and you are looking after thousands and thousands of instances. You can imagine if you have to look for a certain server running certain operating system that was built maybe some weeks or years ago. It can be a very difficult thing to do. Or what if a certain business unit comes to you and say, we want to know how much our production environment is going to cost this month. If you are not prepared, that can be very difficult for you to be able to do that. But with tags, you can be able to pull cloud cost based on tags. So there are many benefits. Why not use them? I've noticed that many people, they rush through the process of creating instances without even putting tags. Yeah, if you are practicing, it's fine, but please don't do that on the production environment, on dev, UAT, and all that. Try to stick to giving your instance tags. Number two, something that I want us to talk about is how do you enforce tagging your instances on AWS. Let's say the company comes and say, look, any person, any engineer who spins up an instance without providing a tag, that instance should be terminated as soon as it gets to the pending state, so that it doesn't get to the running state, because when it gets to the running state, you will be charged for that. Whether it runs for 5 seconds, for 10 minutes, you will be charged. And remember that other instances you are charged based, it's hourly rate, others are based on minutes. But if it's hourly rate and you run that thing for 10 seconds, it's a waste of money. So you want to make sure that you terminate that instance when it gets to the pending state, not the running state. How do we do that? We are going to achieve that by using Lambda function. But not only Lambda function, we are going to use Lambda, CloudWatch events, and IAM. Hey, it's always difficult for me to say that one. IAM roles and policies. So the CloudWatch events are going to trigger our Lambda function. Our Lambda function is going to go and check if the instance that was just launched, if it has got tags. If it does not have tags, get rid of it, right? The power of Lambda, I would urge you to learn one programming language, Ruby, Python, whatever, so you can write some some Lambda code. So let's do that. Let me get rid of myself here and show you my screen, of course. Let's see, how do we do that? So, okay, this is my screen, and voila, this is my This is my AWS console, right? You can see that at this moment, I don't have any instance running. All of them, they are terminated. Okay, let's just go and launch one instance. We're just gonna do this. Let's just rush through this thing, you know, because I don't want to waste your time. So I'm just gonna rush through it. So here we are. We've got an instance running here. It's in the pending state, still busy, but we can start doing few stuff on it. So let's go to tags, add edit tags. You can see that at this moment we don't have any tags, right? Now let me show you what I was talking about. Let's say okay, environment. Let's say our environment, this is a production environment. We say this is the operating system, it's Linux. Let's say the owner as well. Owner would be myself. Try to pronounce my name, Tieho. Okay, so if we go with this, right, it becomes interesting. This is our instance. It's a environment is production, operating system is Linux, owner is Tieho. And if you come here, we can actually add another tag here. We can call it, let's say, build date.
Here's a matching video.
Oh, please. Okay, build date. Let's say it was built 14th of June 2020 during coronavirus. Okay, and you see that you don't see it here. The other ones that you can see is because I was just working on something and I enabled them here to be shown here. But the one that you just created now, build date, it does not show here. You can just click on show column and it should be somewhere. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Launch time, Oh, build date. Huh. I need to wear my glasses. Here is our build date, environment, operating system, and Linux, and all those things. We can come here and filter. Let's say we want to filter based on owner. If each business unit has got a manager and all the servers will be registered under that manager, you can be able to filter and pool and show all the servers that are owned by that business unit. Okay, we can actually even put business unit. You can say here business unit and say human capital business unit, and when you come here you say show, you can be able to put a BU and do that. But at this moment I only have one instance running, but I want to believe you and you get what I'm trying to explain to you. So this becomes very, very important when your servers are many and for other reasons. But please, this is a powerful way of being able to put your server together. Know that production, development, UAT, and all that, you can use tags, and then you can then filter and say, I want to see all my UAT servers that were the ones that were built maybe the past 6 months ago or so. So please make use of tags. Now, what if there is one guy, you know that one guy who is not going to follow the rules of the company? The company says, if your server is not if you launch an instance and it does not have tags, it should be deleted. You know there will be that one guy who's going to test this thing, right? So you don't want, I mean, this is 2020, guys. You don't want to be monitoring these things manually. When you've got Lambda, you've got event-driven architecture where you know that anything can be event-driven. Whatever that happens triggers Lambda function. Lambda function takes care of everything. So let's go to our Lambda. Let's create one Lambda. You'll see that the code is very, very small. Let's go and do that. Okay, I'm back in my AWS console. I'm going to go to Lambda. We're going to create the Lambda function. Let's give it a name and let's call it only tagged. Maybe instances, I don't know. We're gonna use Python 3.7. Permissions, we're just gonna create new, and we're gonna give it the name of only tagged role. Okay, let's just do this. Copy, we're going to need because we're gonna create a custom role. Let's go to IAM. It's gonna be allow Lambda function to call AWS service on your behalf. Of course, that's what we want to do. And next, we want to we are going to terminate EC2 instances if it's not compliant. So we're going to need EC2. Let's just go with full access. Let's give it Cloud Watch as well, and move to tags, and let's just say only tagged resources. Okay, maybe, yeah, I mean, we're gonna call it that only tagged role. Create a role. Now we are done with the role. We're going back to our Lambda, and okay, use existing because we just created. We're going to refresh, and here we go, and create. And let's see. So now we want to add a trigger. So remember we said it's going to be triggered by when you launch a EC2. So it's going to be a CloudWatch events. Create new name is going to be only tagged resources. Maybe let's say trigger. Event pattern is going to be EC2. Change state notification. We want details. We want state. We want to choose pending. Remember what I said about this. Otherwise, we might get charged for something that we are going to use. We are done with this. Now we need to go and write our code. I'm just gonna delete this, and I'm going to import our lovely Boto3, and I'm going to, okay, before I come here, I want to show you something. Let's go to CloudWatch. We just created a CloudWatch event rule. Under event, go to rules. Here we go, here, this one here. And I want to show you something. We're just gonna say edit. So this is the one is going to trigger Lambda function and show sample event. This is what is going to be sent to our Lambda. So this is the sample output, right? I usually like to take this output so that I can sort of like know what kind of information is going to be returned, and start just poking around even before my what do you call this, my Lambda is executed. So I'm just gonna do this, and let me just show you something here. So I'm just gonna call it event equals to that. So when I say event, this is what it returns. So I'm going to need the instance ID for me to be able to do something with that instance, right? So you will see that it's under detail and it returns this. So we need instance ID. That's where you do something like this and it returns our instance ID. We're going to use this okay, where is that? Let's go back to our Lambda, and I'm going to say here instance ID is equals to this. You know that this is gonna return our instance ID, right? Then we say, let's say if EC2, okay, now there's something I haven't done here. We need to import to do this auto3 dot resource. We're gonna do EC2 here, and this one here. Then say EC2 dot instance. We then need instance ID here, and we want text. There we go. Here we go. Okay. We need to put our condition now. Say if this is equals to nothing, so which means this person clicks on a text but he does not type anything, it's just empty. We capture that. Or if no, okay, sorry, if I don't want to type this thing, I'm just gonna copy, put it here. So we're gonna say if the tag is equals to none, or the way I like to do it is if not. That way it's easy. If not, what do? We say EC2 dot terminate the instance. This is very simple. So let's go through our code again. We import Boto3, we source our EC2 from it, then we get the instance ID, and now we put our if statement. We say if the instance tag is empty, or there is no tag at all, terminate the instance. Maybe so that this can be captured by CloudWatch, let's just print something. Let's say terminating instance for not having tags. Terminate instance what for not having tags, right? And that's it. What else? just look at the code, is very, very small. This will make sure that if you spin up an instance without tag, it will terminate it. Let's come to this part here. I want to give my function 5 seconds. It should not take more than that. I'm gonna save this, and hopefully this works. Right, we've got triggers, we've got permissions. Okay, let's go back to EC2. And we have got one instance running, and I'm just gonna launch one without tag and see if it will be deleted. Okay, view instance, already it's shutting down. So our Lambda is working as expected. Lambda, so if you go to the same Lambda function here, this is our Lambda function. If we go to monitoring, and let's do this view logs, and here is our logs, and here is our message here, terminating instance. Oh, I forgot to put a space there. Instance this for not having tags, terminating instance. Yeah, so our function works as expected, triggered by the events, and this is the simplest way of enforcing the whatever that you want. Thank you very much. You can use AWS config to be able to see all distance, and it will pull a nice report for you. But I just wanted to show you using a Lambda function. Thank you very much. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, because I'm promising that there is a lot that is coming. Great stuffs are coming. So if I were you, I was going to make sure that I click on the subscribe button, and please invite your friends. Thank you very much.